I would just like to welcome you all to the Inferno Experience. This is my main man, Dr. Danny Ciamarra.
Thank you. This is my main man, Nick Jackson. And for those of you that don't know, Nick Jackson is the best motivational speaker I've ever seen. This man, everywhere he goes, not only does he inspire people, but he leaves them wanting more. And when he leaves, they pick up the baton and they walk it out. This is Nick Jackson, and I am honored to bring this message with him to you.
Now today we have something special. Today, this is your first week back of school. This is going to the teachers, this is going to administration, principals, all those kind of things. Students, absolutely, absolutely. And today our word is?
Inspire.
Talk to me about this.
Listen to this. The only thing I can tell you about me as a teacher is the only thing I ever cared about doing was making sure that when I left, people were inspired, not only to be learners, but to be better people. So today I'm reminding you, when you got into this profession, and oh, I know it's changed a lot, but I want you to go back to the passion and the purpose that you started with. And for me, that word is inspire. Every time I meet with somebody, my mission is to leave them inspired to believe that they are better than before I showed up.
On top of that, the word inspired, in its inception, means to breathe life. Actually, back in the day, way before me, before our time, right? There was this Adam and Eve and all this kind of good stuff. And God inspired, as in breathing life into dry bones. What happens when you breathe life into things, right, is that what comes out of your mouth has power. Did you know that?
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Everything you speak of the creation.
Right. Now, the one thing that used to drive me crazy is when school would start, the negativity that would come out of teachers' mouths.
Absolutely.
See, they would look at it like, school's starting, I gotta go back to work. I would like to take you back to that day when you were in college and you were praying for an opportunity to get a teaching job. I want to take you back to that day when you were looking at your first class list before they even came into your room, and you were thinking to yourself, how in God's name am I going to do this job? I want to take you to your first year teaching. I know mine. I broke down and cried at least 3 times a month, right? At least 3 times a month. But I had a belief that I, through something behind me, can inspire these kids to be great.
So today, when you're there and you're sitting through the meeting and you're really thinking, man, this meeting is just eating up time, I got to get to my room, I got to make my lesson plans, I got to make sure my class is ready, bulletin board's ready to go. I want you to just take a minute. I want you to pause and forget all the noise. And I want you to think back to the moment you said, I want to be a teacher. And I want you to feel that energy. And all I want you to do is lean on these words. Inspire, motivate, encourage, instill, edify, advocate, love. That's what you're there to do. And I just want to encourage you to go forth and do that and forget about all the noise.
Now, the one thing that I want to add on that before we leave here is to inspire means to breathe life, but to do that, you have to also inhale to exhale. So I call you to, right now, wherever you are in life, I call you to inhale the love that you need to let out. God, matter of fact, I'm just going to talk about God right now. God, I call you right now into these teachers. I call right now every breath that they take. I pray that it has that fire that gets shut up in our bones when we get excited for your name. God, when we get your word inside of us. God, I pray that this message right here impels someone to say, you know what, I'm just going to stop and inhale. And when you speak to your students, I pray love comes out of your mouth.
This is going to be the best year ever. And it's all because of you. So thank you for being a warrior on the front line. Danny Ciamarra, Nick Jackson, we're out. And if you want us to bring the Inferno Experience to your school, Nick, tell them how that can happen.
I just want you to know at the end of this film, you will find an email address at the end of this. Email us. Ask us to come out. We can't wait to come and breathe life into your staff, students, and community.
Absolutely. Go forth and be awesome. Peace.
Amen.